Fingerboard geography. One-fingered scales are a great way to learn the geography of the fingerboard. So the better my first finger is at finding the different positions, the better I will be at finding and playing in those positions. One-fingered scales help achieve this by isolating the skill of the first finger shifting between positions. Shifting involves all the fingers, and any of them are up for grabs when it comes to shifting around on the cello. And with one-fingered scales, you are training that finger to better find those positions. Hi, I'm Clay from thecello.online, and yes, this video is about the most overlooked page in the Suzuki method. But first, fingerboard geography. Fingerboard geography is the knowledge of the fingerboard that allows you the freedom to choose different fingerings and play notes in any position you want so that you can make the best, most artistic choices. One-fingered scales are a great way to learn the geography of the fingerboard, and here is where the most overlooked page comes in. The most overlooked page in the Suzuki books is the one that has to do with the one-fingered scale. The one-fingered scale is exactly what it sounds like. You play the entire scale on one single finger. If you need the written out example, it's right here in the back of Suzuki Book 4 and back of Suzuki Book 5. The first example we come across, of course, is in Book 4, and that's the one I'm going to play for you today. So why do one-fingered scales teach you fingerboard geography so well and help you be comfortable playing in any position? Well, it has to do with how we define positions on the cello in the first place. A position like first position, second position, etc. is a particular place on the cello where our hand can be and where it plays a particular set of notes. It is named according to where my first finger is. When I am talking about, say, first position, I am talking about the place on the cello where my first finger is a whole step from the nut, and I'm talking about all of the notes I can play in that position, including all the extensions. So the better my first finger is at finding the different positions, the better I will be at finding and playing in those positions. One-fingered scales help achieve this by isolating the skill of the first finger shifting between positions. The repetition of forcing the first finger to always find the position up and down the fingerboard means that it is going to get really good at shifting to the correct location, and this is why one-fingered scales are so great at teaching positions or fingerboard geography, because first finger is the finger that defines or names the positions, and with one-fingered scales you are training that finger to better find those positions. Now, just because the first finger is the finger that names the position, one-fingered scales don't stop with first finger, and thus the example that you have here in the book. Remember that the way we move around the fingerboard and navigate the different positions is through shifting, and we don't just shift on first finger. Shifting involves all the fingers, and any of them are up for grabs when it comes to shifting around on the cello. The more comfortable I am with playing in different positions with all the fingers, the better I am at shifting, and vice versa. The better I am at shifting with all the fingers, the better I am at playing in different positions. Thus, one-fingered scales are great for any of the left-hand fingers, and the page here in the Suzuki book takes that into account by giving us this turnaround or variation. They call it the finger pattern study. Like any of the best one-fingered scales you can practice, this scale has you shift on the same finger each time, but then has you play several notes in the position before shifting to the next one. This way, you get the best of both worlds. You are teaching the hand and the finger to find the position and teaching the rest of the fingers the notes in that position. This is the best way to practice a one-fingered scale, and I encourage you to make up your own flourish of notes, to improvise a little bit. Just make sure you're always playing the notes from the key signature. This way, your knowledge of the fingerboard, your knowledge of fingerboard geography, will become much richer and deeper. One-fingered scales are all about shifting better, so if you want to know how to practice shifting so that you can get better at it, watch this video right here.